Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but DJ so delightful. Ladies and gentlemen, I am the one and only DJ Storms, and in just days live on the WWE Network, we will see not one, but two matches contested under the match stipulation in which 3 different types of furnitures are legal, and the only way to win these matches is to climb the ladder and take your place at the top of the mountain and or the head of the table. But before it is time to go furniture shopping, before it is time to ascend the ladder to greatness, before it is time for WWE TLC, it's time for the rundown. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to yet another video right here on YouTube.com. As of course, you already know who I am, Mr. Controversy, and the operator of the best damn Twitter handle known. Wait for it. Wait for it. To mankind. I don't know about you guys, but I'm debating with myself, should I keep the stutter in there or not? I want you guys to let me know what you think about that. Should I keep the stutter in there or should I not? My guest is already laughing her ass off, so I knew this was going to be a great video from the start. But ladies and gentlemen, this is the official rundown for WWE Tables, Ladders, and Chairs 2020, which of course is streaming live on the WWE Network this Sunday, December 20th, with the pre-show starting at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Alright, she's collected herself now, so now I can introduce her. Ladies and gentlemen, she is one of the newest content creators in the YWC. She is one of the newest DJ Storms Posse members as well. Please help me welcome to the channel for the very first time, Top Rope Squishy. I don't know why I said it like that, but how are you today?
I'm doing great. I, for one, love your intro. I think you should keep it exactly how you did it.
So you're with the people that like the stutter.
I'm with it. Stutter along. Do it exactly how
Stutter along. That's a new T-shirt if I've ever seen one. And we're in the holiday spirit too. We're just a week away from Christmas, baby.
Yes. Merry Christmas. Waiting to celebrate. We celebrate on the 24th. Latinos celebrate on the 24th.
I celebrate regardless. I celebrate all month long, baby.
That's the right way to do it.
Damn right. But anyway, we're going to get festive next week, ladies. And you know what? We could possibly get festive throughout the next week. Of course, I did a little jingle there, what was it? Let It Snow, a little Let It Snow jingle right there for the brand. I know that a lot of people out there are probably going back 2 years ago and rewatching that DJ Storms is Coming to Town video. But regardless, me and Miss Squish, we are dissecting TLC. We got 6 matches to dissect, but first things first, before we get into the matches here, of course, please, if you guys haven't already done so, follow me on the Twitter sticks at HistoryMakerDJS. You'll find out why I am the operator of the best damn Twitter handle known to mankind. Follow me on Instagram as well. Periscope just announced that they're shutting down on March 31st, so I actually do feel a little bit for that, specifically because I started on Periscope over 3 years ago, and it's going to be tough to see it go. I did want to do some more Thunderscopes. Hopefully the live feature on Twitter, if they do continue a live feature on Twitter, I assume that they are, but if they do continue a live feature on Twitter, I do hope to do some more Thunderscopes with Thunder as well. Add me on Facebook as well. For collaborations and business inquiries, please send me an email. My email is stormstakeover@gmail.com. Like the official DJ Storms business page, I may just send you an invite to join the official DJ Storms Posse group on Facebook. Of course, Miss Squish is a member, so if you want to join me and Miss Squish on the DJ Storms Posse Facebook group, only the elite members of the DJ Storms Posse are on there. Please go like the official DJ Storms business page. All the links are in the description. The Lightning Flash update is doing great. I believe that's at 30 likes and over 120 views, so you guys absolutely killed it. It was Rantapalooza Part 2. I blew my fucking voice out for 3 hours, just like I always do every Saturday. But regardless, it's for your entertainment. If you guys haven't already done so, we are over 5 minutes into the video. I don't know what the hell you're doing, but you gotta hit the thumbs up. It's really not that hard. It's a little button right down there. So if you guys haven't already done so, hit the damn thumbs up, all right? I'm trying to grow and expand and get into the eyes of many other people. And when you hit the thumbs up, you need to share out the platforms share out the platforms. What am I saying? Share out the stream. See, she's like getting in my head. She's already messing me up. Share out the stream on all platforms of social media. How the fuck you share out the platforms? You share out the stream on all platforms of social media. You share it out on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Tumblr, Pinterest. So that way we can get everyone in here, whether it's your friends, your family, your dads, your moms, your uncles, your aunts, your cousins, your dogs, your cats, your guinea pigs, wherever. Whatever. We need everyone in here so that way you guys can keep the chat rolling. You can chat amongst me and chat amongst yourselves. And on top of that, when you keep the chat rolling, you got to be sure you hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to grow and expand, but in order for the DJ Storms brand to expand, I need you guys to hit the subscribe button, become a member of the DJ Storms posse, and of course, please hit that notifications bell with a huge coup de grace. That way you will know whenever I pop up on YouTube. Because whenever I pop up on YouTube, it is the best time to be on YouTube. It's the only time you're going to get to see this glorious sideburn and chin strap combination and this beautiful mustache. I don't think there's even a question if I have it. Hold on one second. There we go.
It's glorious.
You're damn right. She even knows. That's why I wanted her on.
It is.
There you go. Everybody wants a piece of the Stormsmeister. Anyway, enough of these self-brand promotion and advertisements. We're going to get straight into the matches right here.
Let's do it.
So, would you like to start off with this first match? It's Lana and Asuka versus Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax. This is for the Women's Tag Team Championships. Would you like to start off and dissect and give us your expertise analysis and prediction on this one?
Don't know how expertise it is, but I can definitely give you my predictions. So, I think Lana was replaced. Right?
Yeah, like, here's the deal with that. I believe right now, I heard a report from PW Insider that she's supposedly out for 3 to 4 weeks. Now, I don't know how true, quote unquote, I don't know how true that is because we have heard a lot of shit like this. We've heard a lot of shit like this. They could be just bullshitting us, and I see 3 things happening. Number one, Lana's going to return, and she's going to make a quote-unquote miraculous babyface comeback, and she's going to win, and she's going to win the women's tag team titles for herself and Asuka. Number 2, I don't know what's going on with Eva Marie, but I've been hearing all these on and off reports. Like, 1 minute Eva Marie resigned, the next minute she's debunking it, and then they resigned her, and then they didn't resign her. She's blown up on Twitter, and then she's silent again. I don't know what's going on there. I don't know if Eva Marie really resigned. I hope to God fucking not. But I have a theory. That Eva Marie could very well make her return to WWE, and she could win the women's tag team titles with Asuka. Or number three, the Queen, depending on how you look at her, I call her a self-entitled bitch, but regardless of that, the Queen Charlotte, Charlotte Flair.
I knew you were going to say Charlotte, because I have her written down as the possible miss.
Charlotte Flair is due back any day now, and I don't really want to bring the apocalypse down on you. This could be the cherry on top of the cake for 2020 right here. I don't know if this is going to happen, but I can definitely see WWE bringing back Charlotte, having her win the women's tag team titles with Asuka, and then say, hey, I came back and I helped you win the women's tag team titles. Now you owe me one. And I can see Charlotte asking for a Raw women's title match against Asuka at the Royal Rumble, and then Charlotte wins the Raw women's title, and she becomes Charlotte Two Belts. All 3 of those ideas are dreadful. All three of those ideas
my
are,
God.
yeah, all three of those ideas are dreadful, but ironically, Lana's probably the best choice out of all of them. And either way, I don't see Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax walking out of here with the titles. Obviously, we know that Shayna Baszler needs to win. She doesn't need to win. She needs to lose those titles and get the fuck away from Nia Jax. But, I mean, come on. You couldn't pick a better team for them to drop the titles to. I don't understand why they didn't drop the titles to the Riot Squad. Matter of fact, I would have given the titles to the Riot Squad, and we would have been able to get rid of this Shayna Baszler Nia Jax tag team sooner rather than later. But of course, WWE now wants to go from putting Lana through a table 9 weeks in a row. Now they want to, yeah, I'm not joking. Now they want to push Lana. They want to push Lana just to shove it in the face of Miro and point at him and laugh at him and say, ha 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 ha, look, your wife is being quote unquote booked better than you. Now, either way, no matter what, I really don't see Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax retaining the titles. I hope that they do, because at least Shayna Baszler would have a title, even if the title is as worthless as the women's tag team titles. But I would much rather have Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax retain, but I don't think they are. I see I see, you see Shayna and Nia retaining?
I do see them retaining, although I feel like Asuka should win with whoever she has as a partner, but I do see them retaining. I do. I was watching some of their matches, and I do see them retaining.
You know what? I really do hope you're right. I'm not even bullshitting with you. I really do hope you're right.
Squishtradamus has spoken.
I hope Squishtradamus is correct, because if she's not, I don't think I could handle Charlotte and Asuka as tag team champions. I think Lana and Asuka would be the epitome of fucking cringe, and I think I'd have a stroke if Eva Marie showed up.
Oh my God. But I have to warn you though, like, I've been, doing my research, and I have seen the Charlotte Flair name popping up all over the place. It's just been talked about. And usually when you hear a rumor like that one too many times, it's usually on the true side.
The Grinch is coming out, I'm telling you.
Just prepare yourself.
I'm preparing myself for the worst. I mean, it's WWE. I prepare myself for shit every single week. Don't choke on your water.
I'm good.
So, I got Asuka and whoever, whether it's the Queen Charlotte Flair, whether it's all botch everything Eva Marie, or whether it's 9 tables Lana. So, I got Asuka and whoever.
It'll be interesting to see who's right on this one.
We should take a bet on it.
Let's do that.
So, what does the winner get now?
Oh, shit. Put me on the spot.
That's what I do. I ask the hard-hitting questions here on the DJ Storms channel. Squish.
I don't know. Let's think about it.
Okay, I got it. How about the loser has to be the other person, has to do a video as the other person for a day. So if you lose, you got to do a video as me, and then if I lose, I got to do a video as you.
How about we do the intros?
Okay, yeah. Yes. Go, absolutely.
Intro, and if not, you do my Squishtradamus intro.
Absolutely. I gotta get me a ring pop and a crystal ball.
Ah!
Are you wearing 2 ring pops, or?
No, this is a regular ring.
Okay, I was about to say.
This is a ring pop.
I was about to say. So we're gonna move on from that. We're gonna talk about the Fiend, Bray Wyatt, versus Randy Orton. And it was actually announced yesterday, I believe, because SmackDown's tonight, and it is a Firefly Inferno match. Now,
whatever the fuck that means.
Well, an Inferno match, we already know what an Inferno match is. An Inferno match is a match with the ring surrounded by flames. Now, I don't know if they're actually going to do an Inferno match with the ring surrounded by flames. If they do, realistically, do you expect anyone to go in the fire? No. I mean, come on. Yeah, if anything, the flames are just going to be used as eye candy. And
definitely flames a lot.
Yeah. So, if anything, it would work much better if this was a cinematic match. Because at this rate, I'm not even going to bring up the shitty matchup at WrestleMania 33 with Orton and Wyatt. But if you look at the history of The Fiend, the Fiend has been undoubtedly the most poorly booked character in all of the wrestling industry this year.
He's a pretty cool character.
He's a good character, but I mean, come on, how much more bullshit can you go through? I mean, you get put in Hell in a Cell against Rollins, and that ended in a DQ. Then you win the Universal title, and then you lose to fucking Goldberg in 3 fucking minutes at Super Showdown. So, at this rate, Bray Wyatt, we all know he's dead, and the only reason why he's still alive is because they added Alexa Bliss into the character. So, at this rate, it doesn't matter what they do. The storyline build has not been terrible, so I'm not going to sit here and say that the build's been shit. But at the end of the day, with what Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton have been through and the poor booking of the Fiend character, I don't really understand how anyone could be excited about this match. So, at this rate, the only way for the match to really succeed is if this Firefly Inferno match is a cinematic match. Because we all saw how great the cinematic match between AJ Styles and The Undertaker was, and then we got the Money in the Bank ladder match, and the Haunted House of Terror match between Dexter Lumis and good old Cameron Grimes. So, at the end of the day, a cinematic match would probably favor Wyatt and Orton a lot better, but if anything, we're probably just going to get a regular Inferno match with the flames being used as eye candy, and we're going to get a regular match with Bray Wyatt and Randy Orton, pinfall and submission. We're probably going to get a repeat from SummerSlam of 2013 with Kane and Bray Wyatt. I remember Bray Wyatt made his debut at SummerSlam 2013. He defeated Kane in a Ring of Fire match. It was really an Inferno match, but no one went into the fucking flames. So I expect the same thing. I expect the same thing here. And at this rate, we can all agree that Randy Orton is just biding time. He's just waiting for Edge to come back, because we all know that Edge is going to pick up his feud with Randy Orton going into WrestleMania. He'll probably make his return at the Royal Rumble. We'll probably see Randy Orton get eliminated by Edge at the Rumble. I'm still pissed off that they shafted Drew McIntyre's WWE title reign. They gave the title to Orton just to give it right back to Drew McIntyre. So that fucking pissed me off.
Weird.
Yeah, I know. That fucking pissed me off.
I was so confused. I was like, who the fuck has the title? Like, you know, I was going back and forth searching this.
And I know you don't watch Raw, and to be quite honest, I don't blame you. And the only reason why I'm still watching Raw is because the people that watch me find it hilarious of me yelling, screaming, and flailing my arms every single time I talk about the show. They find it hilarious that I get so pissed off about the show. So you're welcome. You're welcome for sacrificing my enjoyment.
It's not just you. I did a survey on Twitter about Raw, SmackDown, and Next, and Raw was the least favorite. The least, by a lot. It had like.
Did you say Next? It's actually NXT.
I always say Next because it's easier to say, but yeah. NXT.
Fair enough.
Say it together. Say the NXT together. Next.
Moving on.
So who do you have winning?
I was just about to say that. Based on the fact that Randy Orton's really just been used to put over others this year, starting with Drew McIntyre, I don't see any reason why Bray Wyatt shouldn't win this. And to be quite honest, if we're gonna be real here, it really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter who wins this, because either way, it's really not going to work in anyone's favor. It doesn't really matter if Bray Wyatt wins this because the character's already dead. It doesn't matter if Randy Orton wins this because it's really not going to do anything for him leading into the Royal Rumble, which is going to result in him eventually getting eliminated by Edge, and then they can do their thing going into WrestleMania. I assume it's going to be an I Quit match between Randy Orton and Edge. But if anything, I see Bray Wyatt winning this. Yeah, I see The Fiend winning this. Would you like to add anything to this? Like, do you see any way?
No, earlier I had told you that I was thinking maybe Randy Orton, but the more and more I looked into the matches, I see that every time The Fiend comes out, Randy Orton loses his shit, and the Mandible Claw gets it every time. So I see The Fiend destroying Randy Orton.
Here's something that I'm trying to think about. Now, we all know where Randy Orton's going. Randy Orton is eventually going into a program with Edge, and we're going to get Edge and Orton at WrestleMania, but where does Bray Wyatt go? I'm trying to think where Bray Wyatt goes. I'm assuming that we could very well have Jeff Hardy versus Bray Wyatt at WrestleMania. I did read an interview that Jeff Hardy, he wanted to work with Bray Wyatt, and he wanted to introduce Will-O-the-Wisp when he had that gimmick in Impact, and he wanted to introduce Will-O-the-Wisp in a program with Bray Wyatt. We could see a cinematic match between him and the Fiend in the Firefly Funhouse or something like that. But I don't really know how you would get through the Rumble and get through the Elimination Chamber and the rest of WrestleMania season. Maybe we see the Fiend. Maybe we see the Fiend in the Royal Rumble, although I don't really understand why you would put the Fiend in the Rumble. I hope we don't see the Fiend versus McIntyre for the WWE Championship, because I really don't understand why the Fiend would even need to be in a world title situation. Matter of fact, being world champion killed his character. I mean, just look at what fucking happened with Goldberg. But that's where I can see the Fiend going. I could see him going into a feud with possibly Jeff Hardy. I don't really understand how anything else would really make sense. I mean, there was a rumor that the Fiend and Edge could have been a matchup, but I still think they're going to tie up loose ends with Randy Orton and Edge. So I see the Fiend winning this match. Do you see the Fiend going anywhere else other than Jeff Hardy?
No, not really. Not really. I don't have much history on him, but I don't.
At this rate, I don't even think WWE knows where they want to go. Not kidding. So, we're going to move on to the next match, which is Carmella.
Sasha.
Did you just say...
And Sasha versus Sasha.
I don't know how to respond to that. Like, I don't know why you put the emphasis on that, but
I like Sasha.
I can tell. You're like my friend Chrissy. She loves Bailey and Sasha. She's a mark for him. So
yeah, Bailey's cool too.
Not that haircut.
No, not the haircut.
Not the haircut, my God. I mean, like, I love Bailey. I think she's great, but I don't know what it is that made her want to go with an old lady haircut, but regardless, I'll tell you what. I'm going to give this one to you. You give me your expertise analysis and give me your prediction on Carmella and Sasha Banks. Now, the match itself, we got the match last week on SmackDown, and it ended in a DQ. Now, we got SmackDown tonight. I am not sure what they're going to do. We could get a stipulation, and I assume that we are going to get a stipulation.
Added to this match?
Yeah, added to this match. I'm assuming it could be a no DQ match, possibly a chairs match. I'm not completely sure, but I expect some type of stipulation to be added to this match. But anyway, I'm going to hand it over to you. Let me hear it.
Yeah, I think Sasha's definitely going to retain. I definitely think they should make it a no DQ match, because that's how it ended last time. Carmella talks a lot of shit, and I think Sasha's going to shut her up. I really can't wait to see that. I do see her retaining. I have zero doubts that she's not going to walk out with the belt. She's definitely going to keep it.
Well, she's going to have to. She's going to have to. But there's one thing that I'm afraid of, and the fact that Snoop Dogg, her cousin, is appearing on AEW on the second night of New Year's Smash.
Yes, January 6th.
So here's what I'm worried about. We saw what they did with Lana when Miro showed up on All Elite Wrestling, and they put Lana through 9 fucking tables for 2 straight months. So I'm worried.
She's gonna pay for her cousin being on AEW.
Yeah, I'm worried that the pettiness could come into play. I'm very, very worried that the pettiness could come into play, and we could see Carmella walk out the champion. I hope not. I don't want to put that into the universe. I don't want to speak any bad into the universe. I hope.
Better not do that.
Yeah, I'm not trying to. I'm really not trying to. I'm not trying to speak any bad into the universe, but I don't know. I really don't know. I just have this bad feeling in my gut. I don't know why. I hope I'm wrong.
Not gonna win.
I hope I'm wrong. Because here's the thing. I've been preaching this for a long time. Sasha Banks, obviously, what she does between when she beat Bailey, which obviously she did, what she did between the time she beat Bailey and WrestleMania, all of that is irrelevant, because eventually she is going to go into WrestleMania and she should be fighting Bianca Belair for the SmackDown Women's title, and Bianca Belair is the person that's eventually going to beat her. So I really don't see this.
That's how you think?
Yeah, Bianca Belair, she's the next big thing. Bianca Belair is undoubtedly the next big thing. If anything, Bianca Belair is top pick to win the Women's Royal Rumble. Undoubtedly the top pick to win the Women's Royal Rumble. I mean, there's been rumors going around that Rhea Ripley could potentially do it, and I don't mind Rhea Ripley doing it, but I would much rather see Bianca because Bianca Belair is the hottest thing that you got on the main roster outside of Sasha Banks and Bayley. So, again, what Sasha does between now and WrestleMania is irrelevant. I can see her facing someone like a Natalya at the Royal Rumble just to get her through the Royal Rumble. And then, I don't really care what she does at the Elimination Chamber. We'll probably get a SmackDown Women's Elimination Chamber match if Rhea Ripley is to win the Royal Rumble, because I see Rhea Ripley challenging for the Raw Women's title. But if not Sasha versus Bianca, what can you see for Sasha at WrestleMania? There's been rumors going around that Bayley could potentially win the Women's Royal Rumble, and she could get another match with Sasha at Mania, but I would prefer Bianca.
I would like to see that. I like to see Bayley versus Sasha again.
But what would you think would be the better match? Should we wait till SummerSlam to get Bianca and Sasha, or should we get Bianca and Sasha at WrestleMania?
I say we wait.
Really?
Yeah, give it some time. Build up a storyline, a better one.
So we both have Sasha retaining on this one. The only match that we predicted differently was the women's tag team title match. So I'm telling you, what we're gonna have to do is, like, I'm gonna be reviewing TLC. Obviously, you should watch TLC. We gotta watch TLC together. We got a video chat while watching TLC, and we're gonna see who wins and who doesn't win. So, breathe, Squish, breathe.
To do the DJ Storms intro. That's gonna be interesting.
I'm actually very interested to see how you hold it. How you hold the note. I can
hold a note.
You can. All right.
Yeah.
Can you do the stutter though?
I can stutter.
All right, fair enough. Fair enough. We got Porky Pig over
you're
here.
Gonna lose.
I am not losing. DJ Storms don't lose.
Squishadamus never gets it wrong.
Are you sure about that? Because you lost a Scrabble game and then you tossed it out of the air.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'll send the video to everyone watching right now. Like, she like, I don't know how this happened. It's like this Scrabble game just like fell from the heavens, and then she lost, and then she just threw it into the air.
I trust the production manager, my husband.
Yeah, there we go. A little shout out to him, and a little golf clap too. So, we both got Sasha here. I got Bianca winning the Rumble. She's got Bayley winning the Rumble. Should be an interesting turn of events. I should have you over to watch a pay-per-view. We could be betting on the Rumble.
That's so funny.
So, we got the Raw Tag Team Championship match next. It is The New Day versus the Hurt Business. Now, I've said it once and I'll say it again. After this, I do not want to see another fucking New Day versus Hurt Business match ever again because of the simple fact that literally we've seen these two teams fight every single week on Raw for the last month and a fucking half. And I swear to God, like, we've either seen tag team matches or we've seen singles matches. We've seen Kofi versus Shelton or Xavier versus Cedric. And then we've seen a tag team match where the Hurt Business beat the New Day, and then the New Day beat the Hurt Business, then the Hurt Business won via countout. Yeah. We got a 6-man tag with Lashley and Hardy. So, needless to say, we need to get some new fucking teams in the division. Although, it's kind of hard to build a division around 3 fucking tag teams. I mean, you got the tag teams. You got the Lucha House Party in there. You got Miz and Morrison. Just have the Miz fail to cash in the Money in the Bank contract and then get it over with. Just get it the fuck over with and put Miz and Morrison in the tag team division. Or better yet, how about you split Miz and Morrison up? I still don't know why you fucking split up Heavy Machinery, but you split up Miz and Morrison. I gotta deal with the Miz and Morrison every single week on Miz TV. Miz talking to John Morrison. Hey, John, is Drew McIntyre being selfish? Is Drew McIntyre taking advantage of Sheamus? Oh, yes, he is. Correct. I gotta deal with this every single week.
You sound so angry.
I am angry. I get fucking heated when talking about this shit. The show sucks. I don't even want to be here. The only reason why I'm here is because you're a sweetheart and I got an audience to please.
Thank you.
Give the fucking Hurt Business the tag team titles. That's all I'm saying. Give the Hurt Business the tag team titles. I don't know where it's leading to. I'm assuming that we could possibly get Matt Riddle and Jeff Hardy, because obviously they have plans to pair Matt Riddle and Jeff Hardy up. I'm not sure if we're going to get Matt Riddle versus Bobby Lashley. We could get that. I have a bad feeling that Matt Riddle could very well be just an interim opponent for Bobby Lashley because Vince doesn't want to invest in a singles championship reign with Matt Riddle. We could see Matt and Jeff, the Hardy Bros. We could see them fight the Hurt Business. I don't know when. We could possibly see that at WrestleMania. I'm not sure if we could see the Undisputed Era up on the main roster. I don't know, because Bobby Fish, he's out with a torn tricep. If there's one member of the Undisputed Era I can see coming up to the main roster, it can be Adam Cole. It could definitely be Adam Cole. I can see him facing Drew McIntyre, potentially winning the Rumble, but WWE is not ballsy enough to go with a surprise winner like Adam Cole. They'll probably go with fucking Goldberg and have Goldberg fight Roman Reigns at WrestleMania.
Isn't Goldberg like 50?
53 to be exact, Squish.
I mean, that's awesome, but, you know, I was watching Goldberg when I was a teenager, so this is, you know, he should be holding titles.
Now he's got a beard. He's got a beard as white as cocaine.
As white as my ball.
That did not sound right.
This ball.
Yeah, I know, but that still didn't sound right. That sounded like something else. Let's just keep it PG here.
This is what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about. I'm not sure if the crowd knew what you were talking about.
The crowd, I'm talking about the Squishadamus ball. That ball.
That still didn't sound right.
Shit.
It's alright. We need a little dirty humor here and there.
We agree that the Hurt Business should be walking out the winners, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Ask me no more on this, because I have no other opinions. I was watching their matches. There was a gazillion of them, like you said, back to back, and I was like, oh, it's them again. Oh, it's them again. Oh, it's the same people again. Okay. So, yeah.
Now you know why the tag team division in WWE is shit upon.
Can't compete with AEW's tag team division.
I mean, come on. I mean, you got the fucking Acclaimed. My boy Max Caster. Fucking love Max Caster.
Max Caster is great on the fucking mic.
He's fucking great. Anthony Bowens, I want to be as fit as Anthony Bowens. I mean, come on, I'm 21 years old and I look like a fucking stick right here, so.
I'm not showing you my non-existent guns, but.
I mean, I got a fair amount. Oh, you
got a little something there.
I got a fair amount. I think I'm going to start working out with Thunder as the new year hits. I think I'm going to start working out with Thunder. But my personal drummer. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to send you some Quarantine with Thunder videos. At the beginning of this pandemic, me and Thunder, we decided to make a series of videos in which we were trapped in the house because it's quarantine, and we did like all these crazy fucking skits. He's played me in on the drums a few times. He's played We're Not Gonna Take It by Twisted Sister. He's played Ready for War, Pray for Peace by Adele This Way. So needless to say, he's great. He wears like a Wyatt family lamb mask. He doesn't talk. He's got his own thing going on. DJ Storms and JV Thunder. It's a combo that goes together like tacos and Tuesdays.
Yes, it really does. I like that. DJ Storms and say it again.
JV Thunder.
JV Thunder. I like that.
So I will send you some Thunder videos when it's over. I'll send you some Thunder videos once we stop recording, and you can give me your live feedback on that. But regardless, here's what I want to know: do you see any other tag team fighting the Hurt Business other than the Hardy Bros?
I couldn't tell you because I'm not too familiar with all the tag teams. I told you.
There's like 5 fucking tag teams, so I don't blame you. Of course, we got Retribution. If you heard of them, we got fucking Retribution. Yeah, but by the way, you know T-Bar?
Mm-hmm.
He blocked me on social media.
What? I just got followed by John Cena today.
Unreal.
On Twitter.
I got blocked by T-balls. That's what I call them.
I'm so happy. I was checking and I was like, is this a follow from the actual John Cena?
I got blocked by Rollins. I got blocked by Dan Hawson, if you know who that is. I got blocked by Sean Ross Sapp. I got blocked by Ryan Satin. I got blocked by T-balls. I shit on Retribution every week. I call T-bar T-balls. I call Slapjack. I call him Applejack, Kangaroo Jack, Jack Off. I call him, yeah.
Why did I block you?
Yeah, I call Mace Disgrace.
Oh shit! No.
I call Reckoning Recoiling, because I recoil every time I watch Raw. I recoil in disgust.
Oh my god.
So could Retribution be fighting the Hurt Business? I hope not, because Retribution's going to be losing to the Hurt Business in 4 minutes. But regardless, we got the Hurt Business. I could see the Hardy Bros fighting the Hurt Business. I do not see the Undisputed Era fighting the Hurt Business, considering that Bobby Fish, he's out with a torn tricep. So we are the Hurt Business across the board here. Let's talk about one of the two main event matches, probably the only two matches that people actually give a shit about. Well, the WWE title match, no one really gives a shit about other than the fact that the match could be great. The build has sucked, but we all are interested in this match based on the work rate. It's Drew McIntyre versus AJ Styles. This is the TLC match for the WWE Championship. And like I said, WWE doesn't even know where they want to go with the WWE Championship, because if they did, they would not have given the title to Orton just to give it back to Drew McIntyre. So now you have to rebuild everything that you lost with Drew McIntyre, and now you're going to have to build on the second WWE title reign of the Scottish Warrior, and you're inserting AJ Styles into a position where he's going to put McIntyre over. We have a storyline brewing with Drew McIntyre and Sheamus, and based on that storyline, I can see Sheamus being Drew McIntyre's challenger at the Rumble. Now, the downside to that is if we get McIntyre and Sheamus at the Rumble, who does McIntyre get at WrestleMania? I hope to fucking God not Brock Lesnar, because there's been a rumor floating around that we're going to get Keith Lee versus Brock Lesnar versus Drew McIntyre in a triple threat match at WrestleMania. So I don't understand why you would do that. I would just rather have Keith Lee versus Drew McIntyre at WrestleMania by itself. Or if anything, I would have Andrade come back, win the Royal Rumble, and he could face off against Drew McIntyre at WrestleMania and win the WWE title. But of course, do you think WWE is going to do that? I don't think they are. Regardless of that, this is one of the only stipulation matches on the show. It's a TLC match, and we have two TLC matches on the show and nothing else. So this could potentially main event the show. I don't know if it will. It could. I don't know if it will, but I see Drew McIntyre. Yeah. I don't know, because we also got Roman and Owens. We'll talk about that in a little bit. We'll talk about the Tribal Chief in a little bit.
Tribal Chief.
If anything, I'm the fucking Tribal Chief of this community. Y'all answer to DJ Storms, alright?
Oh my god.
Y'all answer to DJ Storms. Let me make myself clear. Anyway. Drew McIntyre and AJ Styles.
I have Drew McIntyre.
Yeah, I got Drew McIntyre as well. No reason why Drew McIntyre should be losing. AJ Styles, of course, his star power is being used to put Drew McIntyre over. I expect this to be a decent TLC match. I don't expect this to be overwhelming. This could possibly be... This match and the Universal title match, realistically, are the only two matches worth going out of your way to watch, because I don't think anyone else cares about the undercard. The New Day and the Hurt Business, that could be a decent tag team match, but we've seen that match how many fucking times? Fiend versus Randy Orton, boring and boringer. I mean, don't get me started on that. Carmella and Sasha, I mean, we've seen that match already, and Carmella is really not a mat tactician. And then Asuka and a partner of her choosing. I mean, based on the three partners that she could potentially have, I mean, I'd rather go out in the snow in my fucking underwear than watch this match.
But you're gonna. You're going to watch it anyway.
Yeah, I'm going to have to watch it and review it because I got an audience that relies on me.
You let me know how it goes.
I will. And I'll let you know if I end up choosing the snow. So...
Over her mystery opponent.
Over a mystery opponent. All I need to hear is dun 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 dun, and Charlotte comes out. All I need to hear is Ric Flair's music.
Charlotte's gonna come out. Let's watch.
If you speak that into the universe, I swear to God. Squish, I swear to God. But I got Drew McIntyre retaining. Sheamus is going to be his opponent at the Rumble more likely than not because WWE cannot tell a long-term story. Let's be real here.
I've heard that.
Yeah, they cannot tell a long-term story. I expect Drew McIntyre to retain here. Where can you see Drew McIntyre going at WrestleMania? Do you see Andrade? Do you see Keith Lee? Do you see Brock Lesnar? God forbid.
I definitely don't think it should be Brock Lesnar.
Okay, good. So you're on my good side.
I just don't. I don't see why they would even do that. He's old news, right?
I'm not sure if he's still under contract with the WWE, but I hope not. I mean, God forbid we get Goldberg and Roman at WrestleMania. I gotta watch Goldberg with his white beard, like that.
And I love the Undertaker, but he retired for the 100th time. I hope this is real.
Yeah, me too. Because, come on, just let the guy live. We don't need another Super Showdown incident where Goldberg nearly decapitated him.
I heard about that. I didn't watch that.
You do not want to watch it.
I don't. I always get really fearful when they do crazy shit where they can really potentially get really injured. So, and I mean, he's at an age where you just want to fucking retire. Like, enjoy your years, your golden years, as they say.
Do we potentially see Adam Cole versus Drew McIntyre at WrestleMania?
I don't know. Maybe Keith Lee.
At this rate, he probably makes the most sense. I wouldn't mind seeing Andrade or Adam Cole, but I don't think WWE is creative enough to go forth with that. Of course, you got Bruce Pritchard. Bruce Pritchard, with his face as red as a baboon's ass, you know that he's gonna try and pull some strings and get Brock Lesnar in there.
You think that almost is going to have a chance to interrupt this match in any way?
I hope not, to be quite honest with you. He hasn't really been interfering. He hasn't put his hands on anyone. He's just been helping AJ Styles. Oh, by the way, we still haven't gotten an explanation as to why AJ Styles is even partnered up with Omos. So I don't know what the fuck they're doing there.
Weird. It's strange.
It's been 2+ months and no explanation.
They haven't explained it. That's really strange.
He's just there. He's just there. He's standing over AJ Styles. He's 8 feet fucking tall.
He's fucking huge. AJ Styles always has to look. I'm like, this is not gonna this is weird. It's kind of like a Wardlow MJF, but that kind of works at AEW.
Yeah, but you see, Wardlow's not 9 feet tall.
Security. No, Wardlow is about 6 something.
And we all know Wardlow is leagues better than Omos. I mean, come on. I mean, the guy put on a hell of a match with Adam Page in that World Title Eliminator tournament. Just make sure you're not Jake Hager and you don't stare at him.
I love AEW. Anyway.
Oh, trust me, I'm gonna have you back. No, trust me, I'm gonna have you back on the channel to talk about All Elite Wrestling because TLC, Monday Night Raw, who the fuck cares about that? I'm wasting my fucking... We've talked about this shit for 44 minutes already, and I can guarantee you... Yeah, I can guarantee you nobody cares. Nobody cares about Monday Night Raw. Nobody cares about TLC. But we're going to talk about the final match. So we both got Drew McIntyre retaining there. So outside of the women's tag team title match, we really don't have any other different predictions. So the final match here is Roman Reigns versus Kevin Owens. Yes, this is a TLC match for the Universal Championship. And if anything... I've said it once and I'll say it again. This was undoubtedly the best built match going into the show. And if Drew McIntyre and AJ Styles did not have their work rate to rely on, then Roman Reigns and Kevin Owens would be absolutely the only reason to go out and watch TLC. Roman Reigns and Kevin Owens undoubtedly is the best built match going into TLC, and I expect this to be the match of the night. Roman Reigns is... Yeah. Roman Reigns has been hitting a home run at every single twist and turn. Everything that Roman Reigns has done outside of the shitty ending at Payback pay-per-view when he won the title just by signing a contract after 85% of the match was done. So, outside of that, everything that Roman Reigns has done has been perfection. His 2 matches with Jey Uso, excellent. His match with Drew McIntyre, excellent. And now his match with Kevin Owens, now he's going to bring Kevin Owens up to that next level. Even though Kevin Owens is not going to win, this is going to be, even though he's not going to win, this is going to be an excellent match. I expect these two to absolutely beat the shit out of each other. And I expect Roman Reigns to retain. If you got to do Roman Reigns versus Goldberg, just do it at the Rumble. I would much rather not see it at all. But I would much rather them do the match at the Rumble, have Roman Reigns beat Goldberg in about 3 minutes, and then you can have someone like a Daniel Bryan or a Big E win the Royal Rumble. I wouldn't mind. Either one would do, and we could potentially get Roman Reigns versus Daniel Bryan or Roman Reigns versus Big E at WrestleMania. That would actually be a very, very nice WrestleMania match. I can see them going with Big E more likely than not because they haven't really been doing too much with Daniel Bryan. I don't know if Daniel Bryan is going to be paired with Sami Zayn at TLC because, again, we still got one more show before TLC. They couldn't announce a 7th match.
Right.
We could see Big E versus Sami Zayn. We could see Daniel Bryan versus Sami Zayn for the Intercontinental title. Either way, Sami Zayn, I don't see him losing the Intercontinental title yet. Although they haven't really done anything to make the Intercontinental title any important, to be quite honest with you. I mean, Sami Zayn, he's a gem. He's a gem. He's an idiot when it comes to politics, but he's a gem on WWE television. He's a gem on WWE television. I love what he's been doing. The Champion of the People gimmick that he's been doing has been fantastic. I would really love to see him really in a more priority role on television, if you know what I'm saying. I would really love to see the Intercontinental Championship be more of a priority, if I'm going to be quite honest with you.
I mean, they might just add that match.
Which one, Bryan versus Sammy or Big E versus Sammy?
Say it again?
It's either Bryan versus Sammy for the IC title because Bryan pins Sammy, or Big E versus Sammy because they have unfinished business.
I think Bryan versus Sammy for like a revenge match.
And you could see Sammy retaining on that one?
Retaining. Sammy retaining. Absolutely. Sammy retaining, yes.
It should be interesting to see where he goes going into WrestleMania. We could see Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens for the Intercontinental title. We could see Sammy versus I would go with Sammy versus Murphy because Murphy, he's a young, fresh, up-and-coming talent. I'd love to see Buddy Murphy get his moment at WrestleMania and win the Intercontinental title.
Really?
Yeah.
If he goes against him, you wouldn't want to see Sammy retain?
No, I would love to see Murphy go in there and win. He's fantastic. Murphy is a highly underrated talent. He was putting on Match of the Year candidates on 205 Live with Cedric and Ali and Tony Nese. I don't understand how you pulled him from 205 Live. You put him on SmackDown and you did nothing with him. They literally did nothing with him. Not even bullshitting. It's ridiculous. But now we got Roman and Owens here. Owens is great in this babyface role. He's a great rebel. He's been doing some excellent material. I've been loving the babyface work of Kevin Owens. And he's very believable in that role, too. And he's a great heel, but he's very believable in a rebel role because he's relatable. He's a relatable person. He fights for his family. He's a great wrestler, so I don't know how anyone could hate on his wrestling ability. And he comes off very, very genuine when he speaks on the microphone. So Kevin Owens is great when he's paired with the correct talent. And now that Roman Reigns is playing the biggest prick in the wrestling industry, outside of MJF, of course, you got a recipe. You got a recipe for something great. You really got a recipe for something great. So I can see Roman Reigns retaining the Universal title here. I expect this to be one of the best matches of the night, probably the best match of the night. I expect this to be an excellent match, probably one of the best matches of the year. Is it better than Drew and Roman? I don't know. Perhaps we'll have to wait and see. But I think Kevin Owens and Roman Reigns are absolutely going to bring their A game. They're absolutely going to bring everything that they got. And I see Kevin Owens and Roman Reigns tearing the house down. I can see this being the main event. I see Roman retaining. I see Roman fighting possibly Goldberg or Bryan at Royal Rumble. At WrestleMania, it could be Bryan, it could be Big E. I don't know. We're going to have to wait and see how that plays out.
As long as it's not Goldberg.
As long as it's not Goldberg at WrestleMania, I'm fine. I don't want to see... Yeah. I don't want to see Goldberg, period.
I'm a huge fan of Goldberg 15 years ago.
Yeah.
10 years ago.
So, a young Squish.
Yes. A young Squish really liked
When I was just a young little Squish. No, I'm just kidding.
Exactly. Many years ago.
Many years ago. Eons ago. No, I'm just kidding. So...
No, it is eons ago.
Well, an eon is like, what is an eon? Like, I'm not sure. Like, I should be an accountant. I'm an accountant. I should be familiar with this.
How do we find out what an eon?
Yeah, like, look, we're gonna Google it right now. How long is an eon?
How long is an eon? How long? Oh God, here we go. It says 1 billion years. I'm not that old.
Sounds about right.
1 billion. I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of bright.
Yeah, I can see it just fine.
1 billion years. So
1 billion
not
years.
That old. Not that old.
Well, no, I'm just kidding. Don't hit me. I need this. This is the moneymaker right here. This glorious sideburn chin strap comment. All right, fine. I'll take the ring pop because I can bite the ring pop off. So, let's assess Roman Reigns first. Where can Roman Reigns go after this? Who do you see him fighting at Mania? Who would be the best choice?
Shit. I don't know.
Do you go with Bryan and tell the story of Daniel Bryan, or do you go with Big E and build up a new star?
I mean, do you feel that the Bryan story is done? Because if you feel that it is concluded,
I don't know. I don't know, and I don't think they even know. And to be quite honest, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't conclude it. I would actually do Bryan. I would actually do Bryan if I was them, and then wait to have Big E at SummerSlam.
Yeah, that's what I think. I think they should go with Bryan. Maybe start a new storyline with those two guys, and see where it goes from there. I definitely don't think him losing this title anytime soon because of the way that he had to drop it many years before when he got sick. So I think they're gonna let him keep it for quite some time.
Makes sense.
He's great.
Yeah, no, he's fantastic.
He's a fan favorite. People love him.
Well, then now they love him. Before they fucking hated him. They hated him because
now.
Yeah, now everyone loves him because he's the tribal chief. I mean, you're not gonna go against the head of the table. But before, when he was John Cena 2.0, no one fucking liked him because, I mean, come on, who's gonna like a guy that's fucking shoved down our throats?
No, but this, I think Roman Reigns has quite some time. He's going to be defending that belt for a minute.
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, that wraps up this edition of The Rundown. Little holiday flair with the greatest of all time, DJ Storms, and Squishtradamus over here. So, I'd like to thank each and every single one of you who tuned into this video. I greatly appreciate it. So, where can we find you on social media?
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Top Rope Squishy and at my YouTube channel at Top Rope Squishy.
All those links are in the description. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you very much. It's been fantastic. This is probably one of the funniest rundowns I think I've done since TM161 back in August, where we were just laughing over NXT, and I was doing a Cameron Grimes impersonation. So
you mean that?
It's NXT, damn it. Get off the show.
I had so much fun doing a podcast, so thank you.
I'm not a podcaster. I don't have a podcast. I'm a YouTuber. I don't have a podcast.
Let's edit that out.
No. We keeping it all. We've made it 54 minutes into the video anyway. We're keeping it all, man.
My favorite YouTuber thus far. This was fun. Thank you. Thank you for having me on. I appreciate it.
I'm definitely gonna have you back on for future videos, AEW videos. Don't worry. We'll be talking about some actual good wrestling, not shit wrestling like this.
I did my research.
Hey, you did your That's why I had you on, because you prepare yourself. You're very professional. I hope to come on your channel very, very soon.
I will definitely have you on. As soon as I have that shit down where I can get people on, I will have you on. You'll be one of my first guests.
Oh my God, you are fucking awesome. Thank you very much. She's Top Rope Squishy. I'm DJ Storms, and this has been The Rundown. And I will catch you guys tomorrow. And tomorrow, if you guys are looking for some really juicy collaborations, listen to this. Tomorrow, for the first time in a long time, my man Joseph Conlon of Big Fight Feel, he'll be coming back to the brand for the final Lightning Flash update of 2020. We are going to dissect a lot of interesting reports, including them reviving the Liv Morgan-Lana lesbian angle. God help us all. Not even bullshitting. They're reviving that angle. And then, of course, what else do we got? I'm going to take a little peek here. We got Charlotte having her own plans. We got Lars Sullivan not even showing up to the SmackDown tapings. And, of course, we got 5 weekly show reviews. Raw, Dark, Dynamite, NXT, and SmackDown. You guys are not going to want to miss it. I'm DJ Storm. She's Top Rope Squishy. It's been The Rundown. Subscribe, baby. Subscribe. Check out all the links in the description. I will see you for the LFU tomorrow with Joseph Conlon.